Well, let's talk about hospitality in coaching. In our ministry, we stress 6 things that we believe are priorities for our chaplains and our coaches. It's worthy reviewing them here. First, we never lose our focus on the gospel. We are never engaged in proselytizing, though, or pushing our views or beliefs or faith on others uninvited. Our coaching is to help them accomplish their goals, not ours. We serve and we love all people. We're willing to coach those unlike ourselves. And being Christian doesn't mean we only work with Christians. However, we must never engage in helping someone accomplish immoral or disreputable goals that in the end would lead them away from God. May your advice be always godly. 2 is the ministry of presence, where we invest in genuine relationship. That's the most important task we do. We remember that a coach is also a leader who influences their clients toward a better future, and this cannot happen without trust. We earn trust in our presencing. 3 is that we're interested in the person's story, genuinely interested in the person and their life experience and their faith. We listen actively and with empathy so that we understand our clients and their dreams and goals. 4 is we learn to ask seriously curious questions and let them talk things out. It's amazing how often they'll talk themselves right into the right solution for them and accept a workable plan that will help them move forward. With good questions, we encourage them to talk about the things that are most important to them. We help them to clarify. We describe their vision for their future. We help them do that. Number 5 is we are skilled in communication. We truly listen to understand. The goal of communication is a shared understanding. So be sure that you truly do understand your client, and then you can coach them toward a new and better future in a way that is right for them and their circumstances, way of thinking, way of life, and their beliefs. 6 is in our coaching, we appreciate and we approach each new client as full of possibilities. We don't bring a roadmap of instructions to give them. No, not at all. Each encounter is an open map, an uncharted course, and each course must be uniquely plotted as you engage with your client. Effective Christian coaches never lose focus on the mission given to all of us by Christ himself. Making disciples implies multiplication. Just remember that you cannot disciple someone who does not believe. However, in our advice and coaching, we should always honor God in everything that we do. In this, we are responsible for both sharing good news and also discipleship, but never pushing or directing. Instead, we respond in a loving and Christ-like manner. In all of this, we must stress the importance of extending Christian hospitality. In hospitality, we create a safe environment where people can share their innermost hopes and dreams. In our listening, we're extending hospitality. In being focused on our client, we're being hospitable. A well-known spiritual care provider named Henry Nouwen wrote extensively on hospitality, and he writes about vulnerability and experience of God and spiritual life. He describes true hospitality as, quote, welcoming the stranger on their own terms, end quote. This kind of hospitality can only be offered by those who've found the center of their lives in Christ. Having Jesus as the occupier of our hearts should make us the most hospitable people on earth. A good statement to remember about hospitality is, people will go where they're invited, but they'll stay where they are well treated. The Christian coach does not begin with an agenda, leaning forward, pointing fingers at failures and shortcomings. We do not offer solutions or try to fix people or tell someone how they should live. Rather, we lean back, sitting with them in a comfortable chair, and invite them into a conversation. We treat them with love and respect. We let them talk things out, and then we offer encouragement. If we offer hospitality in every part of our work as a coach, the resulting relationships will produce amazing results. Hospitality is applicable, especially in the context of building relationships that can produce welcoming environments for your clients. Hospitality produces an environment that encourages both communication and relationships. The goal of hospitality is illustrated as a movement between the two poles of God and self. As Christian coaches, we're concerned with all things spiritual that honor God in what we do. The spiritual life, though, is constantly moving between God and self. Those poles, they can be polarizing. If our coaching is to honor God, then we will show loving concern for the best interest of the people we serve in the influence we exert in their lives and help them have peace between them and God. Hospitality expects community, too, which is what we're establishing as soon as we meet our new client. In an article written by Robert Gallagher discussing Nouwen's approach to hospitality, he said, "In our world full of strangers, estranged from their own past, culture, and country, from their neighbors, friends, and family, from their deepest self and their God, we witness a painful search for a hospitable place where life can be lived without fear and where community can be found. Hospitality, therefore, means primarily the creation of a free space where the stranger can enter and become a friend instead of an enemy. Hospitality is not to change people, but to offer them a space where change can actually take place. Hospitality is essential in bringing people together for safe, loving, and caring relationships. That's the key to our success. Therefore, hospitality absolutely must become a priority."